Next property number 3. Scalar multiple of a vector. Scalar multiple of a vector. First one is addition of vector. Second one is subtraction of vector. Now the third one is scalar multiple of a vector. Scalar means a number, no direction. Multiple of a vector. So you are multiplying a vector by a number. Just think, A is the given vector. A, let me draw a little smaller vector A. Now what about 2A? What about 2A? You know the addition of vector. A plus A is 2A, no? Bring the initial point of the second vector, that means once again A, to the end point of the first vector. Okay. Then the vector obtained by initial point of the first, terminal point of the second is 2A. Remember, you are adding A 2 times, that's all. Addition of vector already known. 3A 3 times. So similarly, this is or n into A. Just similar to 2A, 3A, 4A like this. Any positive number n, you get scalar multiple of the vector NA. But remember, if n is a positive only, 13, 5, 19, like that. If it is negative, let me draw the figure here itself. Vector A, but remember, your n into A will be quite opposite in direction. N into A. This is for n greater than 0. For n less than 0. Remember, very important thing. This is n into A, correct? But n is negative here. Direction will be opposite. N is a positive, greater than 0, same direction. Right? So, let me write the explanation now. Scalar multiple of the vector. If A is the given vector, if A is the given vector, A is the given vector, then for n greater than 0, n into A is a vector. N into A is a vector in the same direction. In the same direction as that of A, having magnitude n into magnitude of the vector n times magnitude of the vector E. Right? If n is less than 0, second case also. If n is less than 0, then n into A is a vector. In the opposite direction. In the opposite direction. Opposite direction as that of A. Having magnitude n into mod A. You have to put modulus into n also because it is negative. Magnitude is n times magnitude of A itself. So scalar multiple means it is a number into a vector. Vector into a number. If the number is positive, same direction. If number n is less than 0, opposite direction. Right? Scalar multiple of a vector is over. Since n is a positive, no doubt, magnitude of n into a is n times magnitude of a. If the vector has a magnitude 10, then 3 into 10, 30, will be the magnitude of 3a. If it is minus 3, then also magnitude is 30. That is why minus 3 is taken as this. Modulus of minus 3 becomes 3. Anyway, the idea is clear. Scalar multiple of a vector. Next, property number 4. Fourth one is unit vector. A cap in the direction of vector A. Very important point to be noted. Given the vector A, how to find the unit vector in that direction? Already we come across in the types of vectors. There I have given about this unit vector. Unit vector in the direction. See, given the vector A, how to find unit vector in the same direction as that of A? Unit vector means it is a vector having magnitude 1. How to find the small a, vector A? Given the vector A, find the A cap, unit vector A cap. That is the part. Unit vector A cap in the direction of A. Now, just think and imagine how many A cap should be added in order to get vector A. Scalar multiple, no? Same thing. Previous idea, third idea. Scalar multiple of a vector. A cap plus A cap, 2A cap up to here, 3A cap, 4A cap. How many A cap vectors should be added in order to get vector A? We don't know the length. If it is 19, we could have answered. 19 times you have to add unit vector. Correct? No? If the length of this entire vector A is given as 19 or 25, you could have answered immediately. You have to add 25 times this A cap in order to get the vector A. But the length of the vector itself is not given. Leave it. You know the length of the vector is denoted by mod A. So, how many times you have to add this particular A cap? Total length of the vector is how much? Mod A. It may be 19, it may be 25, whatever it may be. Total length of the vector times you have to add the unit vector. A is the given vector. How to find 3A? What you have done? Vector A multiplied by 3 times, because the total length of this vector is 3. 3 times the vector of this. Similarly here, total length is we don't know. Let it be modulus of A, magnitude of A. This much number of times you have to add A cap in order to get the vector A. Or vector A equal to mod A into A cap, or your formula is vector A divided by mod A. Remember, very important formula. Very, very important formula. Shall I write the notes? Yes, if A is the given vector, then unit vector A cap in the direction of A, in the direction of A is obtained by A cap equal to vector A by mod A. So how to obtain A cap unit vector in the direction of A? This is the formula. Vector A divided by magnitude of the A. You get the answer. Only you are writing the definitions and types of vectors, properties of vector. No a single problem is done so far. See, just you are writing the formula list, definitions, properties. Now, two more things are there. After that, we can take the problems. Over, no? Yes. Now, two more things. After this, we can take the problems. So, for only definition and properties of the vector we have seen. Now, the next part is representation of a vector in two-dimensional Cartesian coordinate system representation of a vector in two-dimensional Cartesian coordinate system in terms of components. Representation of the vector in two-dimensional Cartesian coordinate system. Again, in terms of components means what? See here carefully. Let me do it very slowly. Two-dimensional means Cartesian coordinate system is ready. Consider a point P, x, y. Now, you know the position vector of the point P is this one, OP. Position vector of the point means it is the vector obtained by joining the point to the origin. You can write this one as OP, or you can take any notation, A, whatever may be. Totally it is a position vector. Now, what about this x? It is a x coordinate, distance of the point from the y-axis. See this one. Y is a distance of the same point from the x-axis. So let me give m. this is n. So this distance, no doubt x, this one is y. Clear now? Now let me show you one particular vector here, very small vector, see this one. It is a very small vector in the direction of x-axis, but its length is 1, remember. So it is I cap. I cap. Cap notation always represent for the unit vector, length 1. So I cap is the unit vector along the x-axis direction, and j cap is the unit vector along the y-axis. J cap. Now come back to this. Vector OP can be written as, let Pxy be any point. Pxy be any point. Pm perpendicular on x-axis. Pn perpendicular on y-axis. OP is the position vector of P. Let it be A. Now, OP equal to, see here carefully, OP is a vector. It is actually sum of OM. Correct? OM is the vector. Its end point is coincided with the another vector MP. MP initial point is M, coincide with the end point of OM. Therefore, no doubt according to addition of vector, OM plus MP is the vector OP. Make the idea clear once again. According to addition of vector, consider the first vector OM. Take the second vector so that its initial point coincide with the end point of the first vector. Then the vector represented by initial point of the first, end point of the second is sum of two vectors, OM plus MP. Clear now? If it is clear, let me proceed for the next step. But OM is the vector. OM is the vector. I have taken I cap. Unit vector. Unit vector. What is the relation between OM and I cap? How many times I cap should be added in order to get OM? Just a previous question, see. How many I cap should be added in order to get entire vector OM? Now you know length of this OM, x. X coordinate mean what? X. How many times you have to add this I cap? X time you have to add. In order to get the vector OM, you have to add I cap how many times? X times. Therefore, I can write this one as xi. N into A, like that. Similarly, MP is the vector, J, unit vector, either it's here or here, one and the same, no doubt. You can imagine that because it's a free vector, no? J cap is here or here, that is one and the same, wherever it may be. Since it is parallel and equal in length, free vector, you can imagine anywhere. So what is the relation between J cap and MP? It is y into j cap, where I cap and j cap are unit vectors along x and y along positive x and y axis respectively. What are these I and J? But OP is vector A, xi plus yj is the component notation. In terms of I and j, you can represent the same vector. Make the idea clear. Same vector is now written in terms of I cap and j cap, where I cap and j cap are unit vector along the direction of x and y axis. X and y are the coordinate of the point. Can you give me the magnitude of the vector? Magnitude of the vector is, it is actually OP, Pythagoras theorem. Let me write that, OP equal to, magnitude means OP equal to root of OM square plus MP square. Magnitude, not a vector. Or it is mod A equal to root of OM is x, it is y. So we have formula how to find magnitude of the vector xi plus yj. Right? Make the idea clear, please. Same vector can be written in terms of I and j like this. Position vector of the point x, y is xi plus yj. Magnitude of the vector is root of this. Can you give me the direction of the vector? That can also be done. Direction means what? Angle, no? So, let me take this angle as theta. Theta. If theta is the direction of the vector A, then tan theta equal to opposite side by adjacent side. Then tan theta equal to PM divided by OM, or theta equal to tan inverse of PM y by OM x. Now, given the vector, you can find its magnitude as well as its direction. Magnitude as well as its direction. First of all, make the idea clear. Let me take a few examples on this. Even though it is simple, let us work out some problems so that the idea will be clear. Yes? Okay. Problem. First one. Find magnitude and direction of the vector. Vector A equal to 3i plus 4j. Yes, let us take the problem itself. In order to make the idea clear, magnitude and direction of this vector is required because vector is represented by this. Formula, let me write the formula first. Root of x square plus y square. X is 3, y is 4. So, magnitude of the vector is root of 3 square plus 4 square 9 plus 16 root of 25, magnitude is 5. Direction of vector A is theta equal to tan inverse of y by x. See here formula, y by x. Tan inverse of y is 4, x is 3, 4 by 3. Magnitude and direction of the vector. Now it is very clear, see. What about the component representation of the vector and how to find its magnitude and direction. Magnitude and direction. If you want, let me tell you one more. Yes, one more problem can be given. Second one, find magnitude and direction of the vector A equal to root 3i plus j. And that will be homework for you. A equal to I minus root 3j. I have given two vectors. Mod A equal to root of x square plus y square. X is root 3, y is 1. Mod A equal to root of root 3 whole square plus 1 square. 3 plus 1, root 4. Magnitude is 2. Magnitude 2. Direction theta. Direction of A, theta equal to tan inverse of y by x, or tan inverse of y is 1 by root 3, or it is 30 degree, pi by 6. Direction of the vector is this.